Playing Around Wisconsin, where we offer you a unique look at every public golf course that we have in the Badger State. Enjoy the scenes, the friends, and the swings as we embark on a journey to play around Wisconsin. This is Playing Around Wisconsin. Hello everybody, my name is Rob Sorensen, former high school golf coach, avid golfer. Some people would describe me a lot worse, a lot better, but some time ago I was inspired to play as many courses in the state of Wisconsin in a calendar year, and here we are. I'm creating content for you to follow along with and get a feel for all what we have to offer here in the state of Wisconsin. Today I'm at Neillsville Country Club, which is about 20 minutes west of Marshfield, just off of Highway 10. Nine-hole course. And my first impressions are incredibly positive. It's the end of September, about a 78-degree day. Couldn't ask for anything better. Moving along, got a nice looking birdie putt coming up. It was a little less than 150 coming in, about 130 yards, but hit a nice wedge up to the green, spun a little back towards the hole, looking about 35 feet out. Not great, but still something to work with. So as I'm playing out here today, I decided to tee off the white tees compared to the blue. And something that I find to be really intriguing, this is my first time out here, is they have two different tee boxes to choose from that play about the same length. I chose the whites today just because I didn't want to end my 9-hole round with back-to-back par 5s, but got a putt for birdie coming up. Looks like it's going to be bending quite a bit, so fingers crossed, let's hope for the best. Coming up to the second hole, I clearly made a mistake when I was talking before, spreading fake news on my very first video, but it looks like I made a mistake. The blue tees end up breaking up the par 5, so I'm still going to be finishing off with 2 par 5s, but here on the second hole you can see it's a 368 yard par 4, blind green from the tee, but 1 par down. Let's see what we can do from here. Now, as we continue to play these rounds and I share these things with you, there's going to be a lot more than just me on these videos talking at my iPhone. They're going to have a lot of friends, special guests, people in the know, some really good players, some not so good players, but My objective is to, again, open everybody's eyes to all that we have to offer here in the state. And thus far, I'm loving what I'm seeing out here at Neillsville Country Club. Second hole, we have this fairway bunker just on the left side. Shouldn't be anything to worry about unless you're teeing off from the blues, which again, I am not here today. But I'm gonna have myself second shot coming in from the fairway. We'll see. So here's the second shot coming in on the second hole, about 115, 116 yards out. You can see the slope on that green going from back to front pretty significantly, and then there's another drop from the fairway going up to the green, so you know it's going to be moving from, again, back to front here. But what's something that's really cool and I like about that last hole and then this first hole is that, you know, there's a lot to look at here, and it's beautiful, absolutely beautiful at this golf course. So it's not looking too good for me after that second shot. Caught a little bit high on the face, a little bit fat, but I got myself on the upslope right on this little hump on the other side of one of the green side bunkers. Gonna have to pop something up and hope for the best here. But yeah, so far so good. We have ourselves pretty decent sized greens out here. You can tell that they've just top dressed after doing their fall aeration with some of the sand down here, but comes with the territory here in Wisconsin. The first green railed pretty well. Hoping for the best here to finish up on this hole. So couldn't quite control it off the face. Came out a little hot from that last lie. Got some work left to do for par here, but should be a right to lefter. I'm glad the sand's down. Otherwise, I feel like that would have rolled out quite a bit more. But so I had myself that slippery downhiller for par. Rolled about 6 feet past, but was able to put it in for a bogey. Onto the third hole here, we got another blind green from the tee. 350-yard hole, and before you start commenting and giving me grief, this is going to be another 3-wood off the deck. Don't judge. Seems to work for me. Let's keep rocking and rolling. So I had to hit something low and punchy. Part of the reason I'm creating this video is help folks get a good understanding of what they're getting into when they come out here. But didn't have too much trouble with the tree, but just didn't have enough club. Found myself on this little shelf. Pretty manageable pitch shot, but my goodness gracious, knowing this, probably a little bit more swing back there, but so 2 over through 3. Not exactly thrilled about the missed par putt on the last hole. You saw that thing stay right. I just kind of suck. So fourth hole, like I mentioned on the last 3 holes, pretty wide open, pretty straight away. Well, this one gets a little bit tighter and a little bit uphill, a little quirky. We got some tree trouble on the left and the right, a lot tighter than the last 3 holes. Tree on the left about 180 yards out from the white tee box, same thing as the blues. But yeah, we got ourselves a tricky looking par 4 up the slope for the second shot. 373 yards off the whites and 379 from the blues. But let's keep rocking and rolling and try to string some pars together. Found myself in the trees on the right. Should make for a more difficult second shot than I would hope, but again, all we can do is put one foot in front of the other and keep hoping for the best. This is actually the 50th course I've played in the year 2024. Playing so much golf this year was a major inspiration behind creating this content, creating this channel, playing around Wisconsin. Like, subscribe, comment, Nice comments only, please. Follow along, tell your friends, tell your family. Check it out. On to the fifth hole. According to the scorecard, we got ourselves a 190-yard par 3, our very first par 3 of the day. Looks like a pretty long, wide green, not too deep. Again, back to front slope, just like the last few holes, but excited to get off the bogey train. Had a slippery little downhiller on that last hole and just missed. Those who've known me the longest know that, hey, that ain't my strongest suit, but hole number 5, we still got some good holes to score on here. So coming up to my ball here, missed it just to the right, just about pin high. Shot it with my pinned rangefinder. Again, a little product placement here. Got it about 175 out from the tee box. So pulled an 8-iron, struck it decently well, but leaked out to the right. Little tricky little pitch shot here, but should be no problem. Famous last words, should be no problem. That'll teach me for breaking the habits I'm used to. Anyways, onwards and upwards. As you can see, 322-yard par 4. Playing again from the whites today. Turning around, we got ourselves something looking like wide open spaces out here. So with the holes being as short as they are, I'm still sticking to my 3-wood because I love that thing. Old trusty, no reason to pull something out that's going to get squirrely. You'll see that in a few holes, but back to the golf course, as I was saying. Love all these mature trees in between the fairways and lining the property. We got ourselves a storage shed over here, but it's either a good thing or a bad thing I don't live out here, because I might play out here every day if I could. Really, really gettable golf course thus far. I'm not getting it, obviously. But yeah, this is a fun one. Lots of really great golf courses, especially the 9-holers in these smaller communities as we travel throughout the state. But it's not my job or not my intention to critique negatively, but I don't have a whole lot of negatives to say about this joint thus far. So let's go find that ball. And now here's where a little course knowledge would have been helpful. Instead of blasting 3-wood, something that's going to land probably right in one of these fairway bunkers about 75 yards out from the green, might have hit hybrid, or hell, might even pulled out driver, knowing what I know now. But I'm glad this is a shot I practice all the time. So yeah, 75 yards out, got my 54 degree in hand, and see if I can spin one up there. Now, onto the 7th hole. On the white tees today, on the scorecard and the tee marker, we got 172 yards. I already went ahead, hit it with my rangefinder. It's about 166 from where I'm standing, and the slope's saying about 154 down the hill. So feels like we got some wind coming back at my face, so I'm probably going to pull a 9-iron and coming up to the green was the right club to make, right club choice. Right about pin high, below the hole. Nice to have a birdie putt coming in for once. Now, on to the 8th hole, the first par 5 of the day. Pretty shortish, straight away, down the hill off the tee. Second shot's going to be coming up the hill. Glad to get off that bogey train, or over par train at the very least, and rolling a little tap-in par there, but 2 par 5s to end on. Had I chosen the blue tees, not making that mistake off the first tee, this would be about a 380-yard par 4. Again, neat feature out here at Neillsville Country Club. Only a 9-hole course, but some different tweaks that you can put on your round just to keep the variety fresh, especially if you're going to play both 9s back to back. Play the whites one and then the blues next, or vice versa. Back here, us longer hitters, but again, cool feature at a neat golf course. 2 par 5s to finish, and the coming up on my tee shot here on 8, as you could see. Not the greatest swing on planet Earth, very off balance, a little bit more falling off the heels. Consequently, a little bit low on the club face, more towards the heel, but in the fairway, less than 200 yards in. Really good chance to salvage something good here. All right, so we got Shankosaurus Rob coming up with his 3rd shot, still about 60 yards from the green. No excuses. Actually, I got a lot of them, but not what I wanted to do coming in from less than 200 yards out on a par 5, but still can make work here. That bunker to tend with just in front of me here, about a half 58 degree should do the trick. All right, it's got this left to get up and down. Caught that last shot a little thick, not my best effort, like nothing has been yet here today, but just a little off the green. 2 shots to get it up and down for par. I'm going to channel my inner Kyle Blackburn. Use the old Texas wedge to get up and down. Kyle, good friend of mine, head coach at Rockhurst University men's basketball down in Kansas City, Missouri. It's been a real inspiration as far as haircuts are concerned, so love you, Kyle. So it's a super short walk from the 8th green here to the 9th tee box. We got blue and the white red on top of each other, so no matter how you break this one down, it's going to be the same hole to finish on. But looks like we got ourselves a little bit tighter par 5. Going to dogleg left out about well, I'm going to have to guess maybe 260, 270 yards out. But got some out of bounds on the left and course on the right, but Good hole to finish on. Let's see if we can do it the right way. Again, not another great tee shot as far as ball striking is concerned, but the result ain't too bad. A little cutty off the heel, middle of the fairway, about 230 yards out to a protected green. You can kind of see just the front edge of it, but yeah, he protected tight over some trees, but should be able to get a hybrid over the top from about here. So as we make our final walk up to the 9th green here today at Neillsville Country Club on a beautiful September afternoon, got an eagle putt to finish. Finally worked some of the kinks out, and good balance, good follow through, great strike. Probably not going to make it, but hey, so it goes. But as we're finishing up, lots of compliments to say about this golf course. Friendly people inside the shop. Price point is phenomenal. The course itself, not terribly difficult. Absolutely no water to be seen out here, so shouldn't be losing any golf balls. I did not today, thankfully, but just couldn't make any real solid putts and couldn't quite capitalize when I really hoped to and wanted to. But zero complaints about this golf course, and yeah, come on out and see it. I strongly recommend you make the trip, or if you're in the area now, around the Marshfield area, hit up Neillsville Country Club. All right, here we are from about 230 yards in to a little less than about 12 feet. All you gamblers out there, this is a miss all day.